Good day, everyone. Today we will be learning about the antiderivative of a function. So, for the learning competencies, the learners illustrate an antiderivative of a function. And here's our learning objectives: to define antiderivative and compute the general antiderivative of polynomial, radical, exponential, and trigonometric functions. Okay, so before we go to our lesson proper, let's recall on our derivatives. So for the direction, we will be determining the required derivative of the following functions. The second derivative of y is equal to 6x to the fourth minus 3x cubed plus x squared minus 5. So here we have this second derivative. We will be needing the second derivative. So we will be deriving this function twice. All right. Okay, so for the first derivative, that is 24x cubed minus 9x squared plus 2x. And then to find the second derivative, we have to derive the first derivative. So y double prime, that is equal to 72x squared minus 18x plus 2. And we have the final answer. Now for the second item, we have to find the third derivative of y is equal to 2x to the fifth minus 2x to the fourth plus 5x cubed plus 6. Again, we have to derive this function thrice. Okay, so we have to find first the first derivative. So for the first derivative, that will be 5 times 2, we have 10x, 5 minus 4, kaya 5 minus 1, kaya magiging 4 yung exponent. And ganun din sa mga susunod na terms. Okay, 15x squared. And then y double prime, that is the derivative of the first derivative. So we have 40x cubed minus 24x squared plus 30x. Now for the third derivative, y triple prime. Okay, so 120x squared minus 48x plus 30. And we have the final answer. So we got the third derivative of the given function. For the third one, we have the first derivative of y is equal to ln 9 of 9x. So kapag ganyan ang form, that is the natural logarithm. Okay? So y prime, first derivative lang. Okay? So mawawala yung ln and then parang mapupunta sa denominator yung kasama ni ln. And by virtue of the chain rule, we have to multiply it to the derivative of the 9x. Okay? So, hindi patapos. 1 over 9x multiply 2. So, the derivative of 9x is 9. Okay? Cancel out 9. We have 1 over x. And that is our final answer. Number 4, we have the first derivative of y is equal to sine 4x minus 5. Okay? So, recalling our um, differential or derivatives, ang derivative ni sine is cosine. Okay? So, y prime is equal to cosine. Just copy the function na kasama ni sine. And then, hindi pa tapos, we have to Again, by virtue of the chain rule, we have to multiply it to the derivative of 4x minus 5. So that is 4. So ang derivative ni 4x minus 5 is 4. Thus, for our final answer, 4 cosine of 4x minus 5. For our last item, we have the first derivative of y is equal to cosine x cube. So cosine x cube, y prime is equal to, again, si cosine naman, kung ang derivative ni sine ay cosine, ang derivative naman ni cosine is, okay, sine din, pero negative. Okay? So negative sine of x cube multiply to the derivative of x cubed. So that is 3x squared. We have 3x squared. So negative 3x squared sine x cubed for our final answer. So here is our final answer. Negative 3x squared sine x cubed. All right. Now, we have the task number 1 that is called the back deriver. Okay? So, paano naman kapag ang given ko ay yung derivative na? So, ang kukunin natin ay yung original na function. Okay? We have first f prime is f prime of x is equal to 6 cosine of 6x. Okay? So, ang antiderivative niya ay sin 6x. Okay? So, pag kinuha natin derivative ng sin 6x, okay, babalik lang tayo dun sa given. So, number 2, f prime of x is equal to 3x squared. Ang original function niya ay x cubed. So, nanggaling siya sa x cube. Third, f prime of x is equal to 5x to the fourth minus 6. Nanggaling siya sa x to the fifth minus 6x. Number 4, f prime of x is equal to 3 second squared of 3x. So, nanggaling siya sa tangent 3x na original function. So, for the fifth item, we have f prime of x is equal to negative 12x raised to the negative 4. So, ang original function niya is f of x is equal to 4x raised to negative 3. Kapag kinuha natin yung derivative, okay, babalik tayo sa given. So, ngayon, here are the guide questions. So how did we find the function given its derivative? Okay. So later on, we will be studying or learning about the antiderivative or the integral of the function. So what are the patterns that you observed in finding function given its derivative? Okay. So first, let us define the antiderivative. So differentiation and integration of calculus. So yung first part, quarter 3 natin is differentiation. And ngayon naman quarter 4, we'll be focusing more on integration of calculus. So it has many real-life applications from sports to engineering to astronomy and space travel. So this operation of determining the original function from its derivative is the inverse operation of differentiation and is called anti-differentiation. So kabaliktaran lang no ng differentiation. So like differentiation, integration has a variety of rules that we must remember, recall, and be able to use. So below are the basic integration formulas and integrals involving the trigonometric functions. So kung meron tayong rules sa differentiation, of course, meron tayong rules sa anti-differentiation. And ito po ang mga rules or formula for integration. First, okay, ang pinakagamit na gamit dyan is itong number 2. Okay. Or I think this number 4 pala. Ayan. So number 1, the integral of 0 dx is equal to c. Okay. Ang integral daw ng 0, okay, multiply to dx is constant. Okay. Di ba kapag kumukuha tayo ng derivative ng constant, for example, we have y is equal to 4. Ang y prime is 0. Okay. So, dyan nanggaling yan. Integral ng 0 is any constant value. Number 2, we have integral of dx. Okay, kapag kumuha tayo ng nagdi-differentiate tayo, di ba? Pag, for example, we have okay, y is equal to 2x. So, pag pag dinifferentiate natin, so dy is equal to 2x, okay, dx. So, nanggaling lang yan sa dy over dx is equal to 2x. Nilipat ko lang yung dx, okay? Pag differentiating with respect to x, okay, laging merong dx na kasama kapag nag-derivative. Kaya, sa integration, laging may dx po yan na kasama. Okay? So for third, integral of k dx. So any constant, okay, multiply to dx. Okay, ang sagot ay k multiply to x. For example, we have the integral of 3 dx. That will be 3x plus c. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, lahat po yan ay may plus c. So, kapag wala pong plus c, ang answer, that will be wrong. So, integral, lagi po yung may constant. Bakit? Dahil kapag kumukuha tayo ng derivative again ng constant is 0 lang naman yan. Okay? So, for our fourth, yung pinaka ginagamit sa formula is the x raised to n dx. So this is a general formula for the function with exponent. If, for example, we have the integral of x raised to n dx, ang sagot is x raised to n plus 1. So, aadan natin ng 1 yung exponent, then divided by sa n plus 1. Yung nilagay natin na exponent. Okay? So, kabaligtaran lang siya nung ginagawa natin sa derivative. Kung pag nagde-derivative tayo, nagma-minus, tapos parang bumababa, nagmumultiply tayo ng exponent. Okay? So, bumaba yung exponent. Then, for example, we have y is equal to 3x squared. So, mamumultiply lang yan sa 3. So, y prime is equal to 6x. Okay? And then, minus. Di ba yung exponent? Dito naman, since antiderivative, kabaliktaran yung gagawin natin. For example, we have the integral of x raised to the 4. Okay? So, that is equal to x raised to the 5th. Okay? Nag-add lang ng 1 all over 5. Okay? That will be plus, okay, huwag kalilimutan, plus c. That will be our final answer. Number 5, okay? Pag ang function natin merong kasamang c or constant, for example, ito na lang din ang gamitin nating example. So, we have, okay, merong kunwari yan na 2. Okay? So, 2 na constant. 2x to the 4th. Okay? So, parang lalabas lang siya and then we get the integral of the x to the 4th. Okay? Or the antiderivative. So, we have that is equal to 2 times the integral of x to the 4th. And yung integral na x to the 4th kanina, di ba? X Alright, so since may 2 na yan, so mamumultiply na yung answer natin kay 2. So we have 2 multiplied to the x raised to the 5th over 5 plus c. Okay. Our final answer ay using lang 2 fifths x raised to the 5th plus c. That will be our final answer. Next, we have for number 6. Okay. So, ang sinasabi lang dyan, kapag mayroong dalawang function and then pinaghiwalay ng addition sign, okay, so that will be equal to the sum of the individual antiderivative or integral. Okay? So, pwedeng ang gawin, integral muna nung unang term and then integral ng next term. So, number 7, ganun lang din po yun. Pero, iba lang yung sign or operation. That will be subtraction. Number 8, we have a raised to nx. That will be equal to a 1 over n times a raised to nx divided by ln a. Okay? So for example, we have the integral of constant 5, yung ating a, any number, raised to 3x. Okay? Ang answer niyan ay 1 over, okay? So n daw, that will be the exponent. That will be 3, yung kasama ni x, ln of 5. And then just copy the function 5 raised to x. Multiply to 5 raised to 3x plus c. And that will be our final answer. Next, we have e naman, e raised to a x. So, ganun lang din, pinalitan lang ng e yung ating base. That will be the exponential function or the constant. So, constant yung e, integral of e raised to ax dx. That will be equal to, okay, pwede nating i-apply lang din tong number 8. Okay, makikita natin makakancel lang yung ln of e. So, 1 over, palitan natin yung a ng 2, for example, 2x raised to 2x. That will be 2 ln of e, then copy e raised to 2x. Then ln of e is cancelled out or is equal to 1. Okay, that's why ganito lang yung naging formula niya. Wala nang naging ln e. So, laging 1 over a times e raised to ax. So, integral of e raised to 2x dx is equal to 1 half e raised to 2x plus c. Okay? So, number 10, 11, 12, so on and so forth, hanggang 15 ay mga trigonometric functions. Okay, so kabaligtaran lang yan nung ating napag-aralan last time na derivative ng mga trigonometric function. So, kung ang derivative ni sine ay cosine, okay, pag kinuha natin yung antiderivative, of course, okay, babalik lang din siya. So, ang integral ni cosine, that is sine. Integral ni sine, that will be negative cosine. Integral ni secant squared, that is tangent. Integral ni cosecant x, cotangent x is negative cosecant x plus c. Then number 14, integral of secant x, tangent x. Nanggaling siya sa secant x, okay, plus c. 15, integral ni cosecant squared x dx is equal to negative cotangent of x plus c. Okay, so number 16 and 17, simplified form ni number 8 and 9. Okay, so walang kasama si x. So parang naging 1 lang yung n natin. Okay, and then number 18, we have x raised to negative 1 dx is equal to, okay, 1 over x dx. Okay, So 1 over x dx, ang integral niyan ay ln of x. Kung matatandaan, ang derivative ni ln x, 'di ba? 1 over x. Okay? So baka may magtanong, x raised to negative 1, paano sir, pwede ko ba i-apply itong number 4? Okay, so tingnan natin, apply natin yung number 4. So integral of x raised to negative 1 dx, that will be equal to x raised to negative 1 plus 1 over negative 1 plus 1. That will be equal to x raised to 0 over 0. Okay, so hindi po pwede undefined. Okay, that's why ginagawang 1 over x dx, and ang integral ni 1 over x, meron siya. So nanggaling siya again, ln of x. Okay, don't forget the plus c. Okay, so these are the common functions used in integral. Okay, so be familiar also with numbers numbers 19 hanggang 25. So that is the formula for the integral. Okay. All right. So now let's have some examples. So find the integrals of the given function. So number one, we have integral of x cubed dx, x cubed dx. Okay? So based sa ating formula, pag nag-i-integrate, we just have to copy the x, and then for the exponent, we add 1, 3 plus 1 over 3 plus 1. That will be equal to x to the fourth over 4. Don't forget plus c. That will be our final answer. Number 2, we have 6x squared. Integral ni 6x squared dx. Okay, so we can bring out the 6 and integral ni x squared dx. Okay, and we'll have answer of 6 multiplied to, okay, x cubed over 3 plus c. Then cancel out 6 and 3, we get, okay, 6 divided 3 is 2, multiply to x raised to 3 plus c. And that will be our final answer. And then number 3, we have the integral of x to the fourth plus 8 dx. Okay. So again, kapag meron tayong more than one term, pwedeng integrate natin term by term. So first, integral of x to the fourth dx. So just distribute dx, okay, plus integral of 8 dx. Then, so for the first term, x to the fourth dx, we have x to the fifth over 5 plus 8x. Okay? Pag constant, tas dx ang kasama, okay, ang integral kasi ng dx ay just x. Okay? So then, that will be multiplied to 8. Okay? Basta constant, tas multiply sa dx, so magiging x yung kasama ng constant. Of course, plus c. That will be our final answer. Number 4, ganun lang din, pero meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4 terms. So number 4, integral of 3x to the fifth dx minus integral of 5x to the fourth dx plus 2x squared dx minus 7 dx. Okay, integral. Now, let's integrate term by term. So 3x to the fifth dx, ang integral niyan ay 3 multiplied to x to the sixth over 6 minus, okay, 5x to the fourth. So 5 multiplied to x to the fifth over 5 plus 2 multiply to x to the x cube over 3 minus 7 x. Now, to simplify our answer, so this 3 divided 6 is 1 half. Okay. X to the 6 minus cancel out 5 for this term. So minus x to the fifth plus 2/3 x cube minus 7x. And that will be our final answer. Next up, we have number 5. 2x squared plus 5x plus 7 times 5x minus 1 dx. So here, we have two terms na pinag-multiply. Ang pinakamadaling gawin dito ay distribute natin term by term. Okay? So distribute or expand this function. Okay? So 2x squared muna, or dito muna tayo sa 5x, multiply natin sa each term ng unang function. So 5x multiply to 2x squared, that is 10x cubed plus 25, dito naman 25x squared plus 35x. Dito naman tayo, so negative 1, multiply lang din natin isa-isa. Okay? That will be minus 2x squared plus 5x plus 7. Okay? And then, of course, dx sa dulo. So, simplify natin. 10x cubed plus 25x squared plus 35 minus 2x squared minus 5x minus 7 dx. Okay? So, each term, let us, okay, first, pagsamasamahin muna natin yung like terms, itong parehas na may x squared, so pwede natin pagsamahin yan. So, integral of si x cube ay walang kasama, so 10x cube plus 23x squared, okay, 25x squared minus 2x squared, that will be 23x squared plus, okay, or minus dito muna sa x minus 5x. Itong 35 minus 7 ay pwedeng pagsamahin. That will be equal to 28 minus 28 dx. Then we can integrate each term. So integrate 10x cubed, that will be equal to 10 multiplied to x to the fourth over 4 plus 23 multiplied to x cubed over 3 minus 5 multiplied to x squared over 2 minus 28x. Okay? So si 28, okay, dinistribute lang yan kay dx, kaya may dx pa rin yan. So find the lowest term or the simplest form of our answer. We have 5 all over 2 x to the fourth plus 23 over 3 x cubed minus 5 over 2 x squared minus 28x. And that will be our final answer for number 5. Let's move on to number 6. Okay, so here we have number 6, integral of dx over x to the fifth. So we just have to know how to rewrite our functions. So here we have x to the fifth. We can rewrite it as x raised to negative 5 dx. Okay. So kapag nililipat natin sa numerator and denominator, so nagkakaroon lang ng minus sign. So that will be, so ganun lang din yung formula for the integral. Okay, so we nag-add ng 1 and then over plus 1. X raised to negative 5 plus 1 over negative 5 plus 1. That will be equal to x raised to negative 4 over x over negative 4. Okay, so we have negative 1 over 4. X raised to negative 4 is x 1 over x raised to 4. So dito siya sa baba talaga. X raised to 4. Okay, and that will be our final answer. Negative 1 over 4x to the 4th. Okay, so number 7, we have fifth root of x. Again, we just have to rewrite our function x. And kapag nire-write natin yan that is, okay, pag fifth root or kapag root ang hinahanap, nagiging fraction yung exponent. So that is 1 over 5. So fifth root ay pwedeng i-rewrite as x raised to 1 over 5 dx. Again, apply the formula x raised to 1/5 plus 1 over 1 over 5 plus 1. 1 over 5 plus 1 is 6 over 5. Tama ba? Okay. So, we have x raised to 6 over 5 over 6 over 5. Okay. Rewrite natin. So, that will be divided by 6 over 5. Pag nagdi-divide tayo ng fraction, nagbabaligtad siya. So, reciprocal, 5 over 6 times x raised to 6 over 5. Okay. So, this is an improper fraction, 6 over 5. Nanggaling siya sa 1 over 5 plus 1, di ba? So, we can rewrite it as x raised to 1/5 multiply to x raised to 1. Okay? So, multiply to 5 over 6. Our final answer will be x 5x over 6 multiply to x raised to 1/5 or the fifth root. So, pwede ring 5x multiply to the fifth root of x all over 6. Okay? So, recall lang tayo ng ating algebra. Okay? Nagre-recall tayo first nung rewriting ng ating function. Okay? Tapos, here we have the exponent, rules in exponent. So, if we have here, okay, for example, 3 plus 1, okay, x raised to 3 plus 1, pwedeng i-rewrite as x raised to 3 then multiply to x raised to 1. Okay? So, number 9, we have 7 sine x dx. So, pwedeng ilabas natin si 7, then multiply to the integral of sine x dx. Again, integral ni sine is, wag malilito, derivative ni cosine is, or derivative ni sine ay negative, ay cosine. So, on the other hand, ang integral ni sine ay negative cosine naman. Okay? Integral ni sine is negative cosine. So, our answer will be negative 7 cosine x plus c. Okay? So, number 10, we have 7 secant squared x plus 2 secant tangent x dx. So, number 10, integral of first 7 secant squared of x dx plus integral of 2 secant x tangent x dx. So magkahiwalay yan. So pwede na distribute si dx tsaka si integral. Since pinaghiwalay siya ng operations. Addition na operation. So we have integral of 7 secant squared of x. Labas natin si 7. Integral na lang ni secant squared. That is tangent x. Plus integral or 2 multiply to the integral of secant tangent. Ang integral ni secant tangent ay secant x. Okay? Plus c. That will be our final answer. As simple as that. So, sinunod ko lang yung rules in integration or anti-differentiation. Number 11, we have e raised to 5x dx. So, we have okay. So, ang rule dito, e raised to 5x. So, magkakaroon lang tayo ng fraction. Okay. So, 1 all over 5 na agad yan. Saan nanggaling yung 5? That is yung kasama ni x. So, 1 over 5 and then just copy the original function. And that's it for integral of e raised to 5x dx. Okay. Okay. So, here we have for our final item, e raised to 3x minus 2 dx. So, may nakita ba tayong form na ganito sa ating formula? So, meron tayong 3x minus 2 na exponent. Okay? So, balikan natin yung formula. Okay? Ang meron lang tayo dito ay ito. E raised to x dx. Ang answer, e raised to x plus c. And here, yung ginamit natin kanina, e raised to ax dx. So, 1 over a, yung kasama ni x na exponent. Okay? And then copy the e raised to x. Ax. Okay? So, itong number 12, okay, meron din tayong rule para dyan. Okay? And we will be learning that sa ating susunod na lesson. And that is integration by substitution. Okay? With that, thank you very much. That's all for our lesson for today.